Hello and a very warm welcome back to the channel. As you have seen from the intro, I went to the Moncler store. That's all I'm going to say about it for now. I'm going to keep what I bought a secret for a couple more minutes. And I want to make like a little interlude to the unboxing and the review of the item that I bought, with then discussing like all the collaborations that Rick Owens did over the past period of like, let's say 5 years, I guess, because I really think that it has come to a turn point in terms of the Rick Owens collaborations. So as you have seen in the intro, this was some footage from the day that I went to buy the item at the Moncler store. I'm going to go more in depth on that later because I had a really good experience with the store and the item that I bought, and I want to bring it out to you guys to let you know how awesome really their customer service etc. is. So stay tuned for that. Also don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, maybe leave a comment if you have any further questions after this video. But yeah, the footage in the intro, that was also the day that I had my second exam in, I think it was mid-January somewhere. But right now I'm doing the rest of the video in February. February. Okay, but right now I'm doing the rest of the video in February because in January I had my exams and I didn't have the time to make this video, so I only filmed the intro in January. But let's move on to the part of the collaborations. So Rick Owens has done collabs with a couple of brands such as, from the top of my mind right now, Adidas, Veja, and Champion, and Stussy. Also, I can find myself in the ideas that Rick Owens collab with those brands, such as, take for instance, Veja, the collaboration between them. I think this was a pretty good collab because Veja is a sustainable brand and all the shoes that were made in the collab were made with plastic bottles. And yeah, that's pretty cool to have brands such as Rick Owens collab with brands such as Veja and attract another kind of customer clientele that is more intrigued by sustainability, etc. But then the Adidas case, this was mainly, I guess, to experiment with a lot of different silhouettes and what two brands can do. Like if you take a look at Adidas, they have a whole history of designing comfortable soles and designing sportswear, so I guess this was a collab during the period of a couple of years. You can compare the collaboration between Rick Owens and Adidas, in my opinion, to the collaboration that Raf Simons had with Adidas, because they took place over a couple of years and they released some different silhouettes, and yeah. And then the collaboration between Rick Owens and Champion raised some questions in my head because Champion is a fast fashion brand and there's nothing much to say about Champion because, yeah, if you buy a hoodie from Champion, it just says Champion and it does have the iconic Champion logo. But yeah, I didn't really understand the collaboration between Rick Owens and Champion, so I took a deeper dive into articles and what they said. And Rick Owens stated that he did the collaboration because if you look at the 1980s, 1990s, a lot of people, not only famous people, everybody in general was wearing Champion, and Rick Owens was really intrigued by the logo design of Champion, and yeah, I guess that's why he collabed with that brand. But right now, as I'm making this video, I think it has been 3 to 4 weeks ago, so like almost a month or something along those lines, that the latest fashion show of Rick Owens took place in Venice, and it was called Gethsemane, or like, it was really cool because the music that they played at the show was from Ghostmane, and yeah, the name of the show was Gethsemane or Ghostmane, something along those lines. So it was really cool to see Rick Owens dig deep into underground music, I guess, and yeah, to hear Ghostmane at a fashion show was really cool. But yeah, the main piece from that fashion show were the Converse X Rick Owens collab sneaker, the Turbo Darks. I think they're going to bring out 4 different variations, 2 pair of high tops, one pair of whites and one pair of blacks, and then low tops also white and black. And I think that Rick Owens is going to release this collaboration when it comes out. I don't really know when it's going to come out, but I think he's going to release it under his diffusion line, Rick Owens Dark Shadow, because of the name Turbo Dark. And yeah, because it would be pretty weird to let a brand as Converse interfere with the main Rick Owens brand. But yeah, after all, I think that this collaboration was mainly done because of the new character in the whole Rick Owens world, but I don't know that for sure. Like, if you take a look at Rick Owens and the brand, you think of definitely Rick Owens because he represents it all. And then second of all, you think of Michelle Lamy, his wife. And then now, third, you think of Tyrone Dillon, the new, I don't really know what he's doing at Rick Owens, but he is in the function of design. So he, I guess, designed clothing along with Rick Owens. But yeah, he's pretty young. I don't know how old he is, but yeah, I think he has like a very new and youthful influence on the Rick Owens brand, because if you take a look at previous collections, you can see a lot more color coming into the Rick Owens house style. And now the Converse collaboration, which is a pretty big deal, and a lot of like fashion critics and people in the fashion world are talking about this collaboration being a thing to attract more common people that are just interested in Converse and sneakers, or more like sneakerheads. But then if you take a good look at the sneaker, it's not a very trendy sneaker. So from my knowledge, the Converse All-Star sneaker is known to be a chunky shoe. Okay, no, let me rephrase that. It's definitely not a chunky shoe, but it really elongates your foot and it makes your feet look long, and they have sort of like this clown shoe vibe to them. And then now Rick Owens elongated the silhouette, and I don't think that that is going to be attractive to a audience that isn't so into avant-garde wear. So I think that this statement of this collab being an attraction for a more common buyer. So right now we're going to move on to the next part of the video, where I'm going to unbox, review, do all that jazz with the item that I bought from the Rick Owens X Moncler collaboration. And I bought the item somewhere in January, and I decided to make the video right now to really go in depth on the shoe and to really take a look at how it's made, if the construction is right, get to do like a full-on review and to give you my honest opinion on the shoe and to know what I'm talking about to you. So I'm going to redo the unboxing right now. So as you can see right here, this is the big bag that it came in, and here is the box. And yeah, you also I also got like one dust bag and another one because I bought shoes. And to be specific, I bought the Rick Owens X Moncler Amber boot. And yeah, I'm going to put it right here. So yeah. But yeah, like these two little labels came in the box, and I don't know if you can read it, but it says Moncler Genius. And if you don't know about this, so Moncler does this Moncler Genius collection every year, and they pick out 6 different designers and they let them redesign the brand and yeah, let them do like lots of crazy stuff. But very weird was the collaboration between Rick Owens and Moncler, because it wasn't actually a part of the Moncler Genius collaboration because Rick Owens wasn't one of the 6 designers to take place in the Genius thingy. So they did a collaboration outside of the Genius thing, and it was really cool because they made like a tour bus that you can buy right now. I'll throw some pictures up on screen of the bus, and it's so cool because it has this full-on Rick Owens design. And if you take a look at the Rick Owens Moncler collection, you can see that it was a very good collaboration because Moncler uses a lot of down material and a lot of puffer jackets, and Rick Owens really implemented that right in his own way and in his own style. And yeah, I'm very glad that this collaboration took place. The reason why I bought this boot is because if you can't really miss it, but it has the Megalace design, and this means that there are like a lot of anchor points around the shoe. For instance, this one or this one, yeah, like a lot of anchor points around the shoe. And yeah, like laces are wrapped around it in a hexagram pattern, and this is again very fitting in the Rick Owens house style. And yeah, that was the reason that I bought this shoe, because it was the cheapest Megalace boot that you can buy right now, but actually not right now because the boot is sold out. So very cool. Actually, I think the collaboration between Rick Owens and Moncler released November 2020 or October. I'm not really sure. But yeah, when the collaboration released, I saw the boots, and I did like them, but I didn't buy them, obviously. As time went on, I was like always searching to buy a pair of Rick Owens boots, and I couldn't really find any that were super interesting for me and were at a very reasonable price. So yeah, time went along, and I took another look on the internet, and I just came across the Moncler site, and they had this pair, size 43 and a size 42, still available at stores around the world. This one was the last pair in size 43, and then the 42, I don't know how many pairs were available at that point in January, but this pair was available in the Moncler München store, so in Germany. From where I live, that's about a 6-hour drive. So that would be pretty crazy to go to Germany, buy the shoes and come back, because that would be a total trip of 12 to 14 to maybe 16 hours. So I contacted the customer service, and that was really stupid of me because it was an international line, and I did end up paying for that little call of, I think it was around like 5 to 6 minutes with the person at the other end of the line. But the conversation really helped me. She said that I should just mail the head of the store in München. And yeah, I contacted her and I said, like, I really want to buy the sneaker. Are you able to just ship it over from München to the Moncler store in Antwerp? She shipped the shoes on the same day that I emailed her. Yeah, like a couple days later, actually the next day, they were already here in Antwerp, but I wasn't in Antwerp, so I had to wait a couple days. And then I went to pick him up after my exam, as you saw in the intro. I'm really glad that I bought these shoes because they retail for 550 euros. And that translates to, I think, $700 US. And that is a pretty steep price for a pair of shoes, but for Rick Owens shoes, it's pretty cheap. And yeah, this design is probably never going to be re-released, and there is probably never going to be a collaboration between Moncler and Rick Owens again. And these now retail for twice the price, so around like $1,200 to $1,300 US. So yeah, very good cop, and I'm definitely going to get my money back out of them if I ever decide to resell them. Yeah, I guess we can go over to the full-on review where I'm going to let you guys see every little detail of the boot, and where I'm also going to do a little styling part where I obviously style them. Yeah, sit back, relax, and enjoy. So starting off with the laces, you have actually 2 sets of laces on one shoe, and that's really weird because obviously you have the beige slash brown slash whatever color it is, Megalace, yeah, like all throughout the sneaker or shoe or boot. And yeah, they have like these anchor points all around the shoe, as I mentioned, and they have like the hexagram pattern, which is really Rick Owens. And then they feature black laces underneath the Megalaces that allow you to readjust the boot and to make it fit more snug, I guess. And then at the top you have the Velcro strap, which spells Moncler right on it. For me, I don't mind that the Moncler is placed on the Velcro strap, but I'm glad that they just place it in a like black color, because if it was more poppy, then it would be too branded, and yeah, I don't like that in my shoe. So yeah, I'm pretty glad that they just kept it black on black. And underneath the Velcro strap you have the Rick Owens X Moncler logo, the very famous Moncler emblem. As you can see, there are a lot of, there's like stitching around it. And if you take a look at the inside of it, there's the tag which says Moncler Rick Owens, with then again the like double striped Moncler logo. And then the shoe has a couple of leather panels all throughout the shoe, and at the back, as you can see, there's Rick Owens engraved. Personally, for me, this isn't necessary and I didn't buy it because it says Rick Owens, but cool little detail, I guess. And then at the back you can also see a leather little panel with 2 fabric lines stitched upon them, and this is also like a little Rick Owens branding theme, and it's more subtle and I don't mind that at all. But then you can also see that it is a mix of, as I said previously, leather panels and more like mesh panels. They don't really state the fabric, they don't really mention it on the website or anything, but I think it's just like some random canvas or something. And I'm pretty keen on finding out how the durability is of those panels, but I think that the leather will keep up over time and will age pretty nice. Then for the sole, it has, I think this is a Moncler pattern and that they use it on their shoes, but I'm definitely not sure about this. But yeah, it says Moncler on the heel and it has a pretty grippy texture on it, so pretty good. It is a rubber sole, so that's also pretty nice. And then you have like 2 tongues and 2 inner ankle support things. This is also another little reference to it being a snow boot slash ski boot, and it's pretty cool. The shoe overall is very comfortable and it has 2 pull tabs at the like back end and at the inside tongue, so you can really fit your foot very snug inside of the shoe. Sizing wise, I went for a size 43. I'd recommend to go through the size because they fit pretty snug, but over time, like the inside is fully made out of fabric, so it will conform to your foot and it will be less snug over time. So I do recommend to just stay true to size. The sole is very bouncy and it's very comfortable to walk around in for a couple of hours. I did have some blisters after wearing it 2 days in a row. Yeah, like right now I don't have blisters anymore when wearing the shoes, so that's not a problem anymore for me. And yeah, if you take a deeper look at the inside, you can see that it has this I don't know what you can call it, but it reminds me a lot of fleece, so I guess it is fleece, but I'm not sure. But it is very comfortable and it's very warm. So yeah, this is definitely a good purchase for wearing in the winter. Like overall, I'm pretty scared to wear these outside right now because actually around this period it is snowing and it is freezing outside, and here in Belgium they sprinkle salt all over the streets to prevent it from becoming ice and to prevent accidents. But the salt is definitely not good for shoes, and I'm not wearing these right now because I'm afraid that the salt will bite into the leather or just do damage upon the shoe, and I don't want that. So So to conclude this video, yeah, I'm definitely not into high-end fashion brand collaborations or Rick Owens collaborations. Besides, if they're being really innovative or doing really cool things, such as the Veja collaboration, doing it fully sustainable, or the Moncler collaboration, doing it very cool and innovative. And then for the amber boots, I'm very glad that I bought them because, yeah, as I said previously, these are now reselling for twice the retail price, which is very nice. It's also an iconic collaboration between Rick Owens and Moncler, so yeah, I'm definitely keeping these as a tribute to the collaboration, I guess, and also because it is a very cool design. And yeah, very glad with this purchase. Yeah, if you have any further questions about these boots, be sure to comment them down below and I'll stay in touch with you. And yeah, thank you guys very much for watching this video. Hope you liked it. Leave a like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.